Hello. So we've been working on our Time to Flourish planner made by Mickey Gregg, but I'm going to show you what I made extra to go with the planner. What I did was, sorry, it's on the other side. I made, and this is just the prototype. So this is the little box, and you will want to make this out of the cardstock, and I'll tell you why. If you use just the Time to Flourish paper, and this, like I said, is my prototype, my box is a little off, so don't look at the boo-boos. You're not going to have a strong enough box, but if you do it in the cardstock first, and then cover it with your Time to Flourish paper line, you can use your 6x6s and decorate it with your chipboards, put a ribbon around the box, and you have a lovely, lovely gift. The box, might help if I stay in camera, huh? The box will hold your Time to Flourish really nice. And the beauty of it is now you've got a finished gift. Or if you're like me and you do craft fairs, this is an awesome, awesome thing to have. So you can display it open as the customers are coming by. They can actually take it out, look at it, and now it looks like a complete box set. It's just a wonderful gift this way. So let's make our box to fit this size of the little album. So let me put this aside. What you will want, and I didn't include this because it's extra, is you're going to want 12 by 12 paper, because we're going to cut down your first piece. And I will go ahead and just use my small cutter for this so that I can zoom in just a minute to show you. You're going to cut it 8.5. We want an 8.5 by 8.5 piece. So I take it back. You can use, if you have any of the cardstock left that I sent you, you can use the 8.5 by 8.5, 8.5 by 11. So you can cut it down to 8.5 by 8.5. Now you're going to want, for the lid, of course, it needs to be bigger. So we're going to cut it at 8.5, but let me see if I can get in here without, there we go. So on the cutter, here's 8.5. Okay, so our lid, our box is 8.5 by 8.5. For the lid, you are going to want to go over, not this little guy, but right on over. Just almost the 16, a little over the 16. And that is now where we're going to cut our paper. And let's turn it. And we're going to cut it again. So there's 8.5 right there. And you're going to just move it over to those lines. That will be your lid. Now you'll need your scoreboard. Go ahead and move us out so we can get the scoreboard in. And we're going to go ahead and score both of the papers exactly the same. So we want 2 inches. We know we want 2 inches. The reason being, when I measured this, I knew there was going to be some expansion once we get it decorated. Oh, sorry, once we get it decorated. So you're going to want at least 2 inches for your book to set in. So we're going to score 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches, just all the way around. Now the same thing goes for the lid. Don't worry if you've gotten the lid and the bottom mixed up, because you'll know when you go to put them together. Okay, one rule that I do, rule of thumb, is, let's go ahead and let's fold our score lines. And the cardstock that I'm using is actually the new cardstock that I'm getting from Cartabella. And it's called their craft cardstock, but you can see it's a lighter color and it's just beautiful to work with. You can make your box, like I mentioned, out of the Time to Flourish paper if you have the 12 by 12 sheets. But to be honest with you, I don't think it will hold up as well as if you make it, then decorate it. that gives you that double layer. Okay, you have your 4 corners here. What I like to do is just, let me get this up, with them facing towards you, just go ahead and cut and cut. Okay, go ahead and turn it the opposite direction, and let's just cut there, right up to that first 2-inch core line. Set that aside, and it doesn't matter which side you do it on. You just need to do the top, and again. Now, you can choose your adhesive. Wet glue, score tape. For boxes, I love my hot glue gun. What you want to do, now you do have to work a little bit faster, but it holds beautifully. You still can squish it out onto those edges. Now, I like to bring my tabs to the inside. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking a bead of glue, getting some in the middle there. Another thing with the hot glue gun, like I said, you have to learn to work fast, but you don't have glue smeared all over your work. Okay, it's just making sure. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it towards me. Yes, my glue guns just looks like my glue gun and my mat has both looked like they've been through the war. And then this last one, since it's a little bit tighter, I do pull it out. Get your glue in there, lift it over, and you have that split second when you can rearrange. So there we have one part of our box. These are also handy to have, especially with the 2-inch. Christmas, you need to put homemade candies in a box maybe, or just a birthday, or maybe you want to even make your boxes with the 3-inch so that they're bigger for cookies. You can do that. You just have to make sure you measured what you need for your inside and then score it either 3 inches or 1 inches, or just the 2 inches like we've done on this one. So again, make sure we have everything inside. Set it down there. Yeah, your hot glue will start to get a little bit messy, but the nice thing is it cleans up without making a mess on your paper. Okay. Give it a good squish. Bring this one to the outside. I'm going to need another glue stick. Don't have one handy, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that on there. It will be fine and it will hold. Let me grab another stick real quick. So if you find that you don't have a glue stick handy and you're running out, you want to go ahead and put that down, otherwise you do have a glop of a mess. So go ahead and open it up on the inside here. That's where I knew I missed. Just get it down in there and glue it shut. Now, you've got your bottom and your top. Sorry, I'm getting those hairs off. The top, which as you can see is just that hair bigger. Fits on your box beautifully. Now, you can also do a little cutout here. If you'd like, you can just cut that out. And you can do it before you adhere your paper down with that whatever adhesive you're using. Then your little book will fit right inside your box. And you can now decorate it with your leftover Time to Flourish paper. Remember, the outside is 2 inches, so you just want to cut it a little bit short of that. Now, if you find that you've got some overhang here and you don't like it, you can just fix that. Take your scissors or lay it flat and use your X-Acto knife and just go along the edge. I'm not worried about it because this was just used as the tutorial for this today. And now that gives you a really nice complete gift in a box. And then along with your tutorial, you did get the cards that Mickey made tutorials. So you can go ahead and add your handmade card, your book, your box, and you've got a beautiful gift. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.